Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis of the 2016-17 AFC Divisional Round matchup between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Well, don't be flabbergasted or be in a state of shock, people. I'm going to take the New England Patriots to prevail in this one at home. New England was 6-2 at home this season, 14-2 overall. They are on a rampage, to say the least. They've won 7 consecutive games. The team is 11-1 with Tom Brady as the starting quarterback this season. Now, contrast Houston, counting the postseason, 10-7 record, 2-6 on the road this season. Houston's been doing a lot of their winning and their success. I mean, they've been doing on virtually smoke and mirrors this season. They're minus 49 in point differential during the regular season. They were minus 7 in turnover differential, but they still found a way to win the AFC South Division. They did this primarily on their defense. Now, granted, Houston finished number 1 in total defense during the regular season, and they looked impressive last week against Oakland. But you have to keep in mind, they may have put 27 points up against Oakland last week, but that was against an Oakland Raiders secondary, their pass defense, which ranked 24th during the regular season. And I think they're going to have a little trouble even replicating what they did against Oakland, replicating that against New England. Now, Patriots, on the other hand, they finished plus 191 in point differential and plus 12 in turnover differential. I mean, you hear a lot about Tom Brady and all the accolades of praise and everything for the offense and the scoring that this team does, but the defense really goes a little under the radar. Now, Houston may have finished number 1 in total defense, but in New England, not only they finished number 8 in total defense during the regular season, they also finished number 1 in scoring defense, just giving up 15.7 points per game. And Patriots have also dominated the series all-time against Houston. They've won 5 consecutive games against the Houston Texans, and at New England, 4-0 all-time against the Texans. They've outscored Houston at home in those 4 games 150-49, which is about triple as far as the points New England had in contrast to Houston. And the last game, New England subjugated Houston 27-0 in Week 3 this season. And keep in mind, quarterback Tom Brady was not even playing in that game. So, really, I mean, Houston right now, I understand their defense is stellar. That is what's really gotten them success this season. Their success is predicated more on their defense than perhaps any other team in the NFL. Brock Osweiler was efficient last week for Houston, but I believe he threw for 168 yards against them only, and I really think they're going to need more than that to defeat New England in this game. And keep in mind, too, the Houston Texans defense is not nearly as good on the road as it is at home. Now, at home, they'd given up maybe about 17 points per game. Now, at home, they give up, on the road, they give up closer to 24 points per game. So the defense, scoring defense at home is not scoring defense on the road for Houston is not nearly as good as what it is at home. So, and also a thing to keep in mind in this game is that with New England, okay, they finished the season number 3 in running defense and rush defense in terms of rushing yards allowed per game at about 89, whereas the Houston Texans finished number 8 in rushing yards per game at about 116. Now, running back Lamar Miller had just 73 yards last week against Oakland. Now, he's obviously probably going to have more than that if Houston is to have a chance in this game. Now, Houston right now is also very inspired because quarterback Brock Osweiler was efficient, but he didn't really put up any stupendous numbers last week. Linebacker Jadeveon Clowney has been inspirational to this team, and he's trying to show that he's not a bust, and he really played very well last week against Oakland. Now, I mean, Houston has found ways to improvise in winning with a solid defense, even with an offense that is probably below mediocre. Now, I mean, Houston has only averaged during the regular season 17.4 points per game. They were number 28 in scoring offense this season. And in this game, too, keep in mind that safety Quentin Demps went out with a hamstring injury, and he led the team with 6 interceptions during the regular season. He's one of their mainstays on the defense, which means its status is probably going to be questionable for this game against New England. Now, with New England, I mean, they've done all this without tight end Rob Gronkowski. Tight end Martellus Bennett has played very well this season for Patriots, 55 receptions, and wide receiver Julian Edelman had 98 receptions. So as I was saying before, the Patriots have the uncanny ability to improvise, and it's not just on defense, it's on offense as well, where Houston is more strongly about their defense. New England is more balanced with their offense and defense. They are perennial Super Bowl contenders. Tom Brady is going for, as far as a quarterback, an unprecedented 5th Super Bowl crown this season. I think he has a very good shot at getting it. I don't think he's going to allow the Houston Texans to derail him in the process. Houston just simply is very one-dimensional. Their success, as I stated before, is mainly predicated on their defense, where really New England seems to always be able to fall back on their defense or offense if one isn't playing well, and I think they're going to have a very balanced game in this one. I look for the Patriots defense to create at least one interception. They're going to have, I think, one defensive interception in this game. They're going to likely win the turnover battle, and I expect them to beat Houston handily, I think at least by 10 points, maybe 14 points in this game. So anyway, I do like the New England Patriots to win this one at home. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.